You want to set this up?
This is the second time I've sued New York City, and this video is egregious. I went up there because it was like about the Port Authority, and the Port Authority used to own the 9/11 building.
Turn yourself up a little bit if you can.
Yeah, what is it? Let me get a little closer. Sorry, my point is, freaking the Port Authority used to
Felicia, own right? You know Felicia?
Yeah,
I know Felicia all too well.
What the fuck does that mean?
No, we know what it means. Whatever.
Pat's saying that she all the stuff about Pat and her. I feel like I know her personal life a little too much. If I'm being honest, that's what I mean.
Oh.
How she had to wait at the door with a jacket for Pat? That's crazy.
Oh, you do? You are following.
Yes, are you kidding? He had to have his coat put on like you were a butler, and in the studio apartment too. So the bed's right there. I mean, there's only 4 feet from the bed to the door. Just put your jacket on a rack, Pat. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but
yeah, they probably don't even have a proper closet in a studio like that.
That's a good point.
Just put on there's got to be a hook on the door. Just put it there.
You think? Was there a hook, Felicia?
Yeah, there was a hook, a closet. You know what I mean? It's about control. But anyway, I'll take.
What would happen once you'd hang up the coat? What would be the next function?
Everything, just whatever's next. I mean, there's no.
Or you hang up the coat and then sex?
Maybe.
Wow. It's like right out of Mad Men.
Yeah, it's my reward.
Hello, my name's Alex Stein. I'm here in New York City, all the way from Dallas, Texas, on the 23rd anniversary of the terror attacks that happened on September 11th, 2001.
So
these buildings were owned by the Port. It's about the Port Authority, Amanda. Amanda, it's about the Port Authority. Do not try to.
What did they tell you? How much time you had, etc.
Well, you get 3 minutes, or I believe this meeting was 2 minutes. And what's crazy is I got dragged out of there. They're trying to push me down the stairs, but the woman didn't even kick me out. She just hit her gavel. But I've sued them in the past, and I settled with them for $15,000. And so now I sued them. I already filed it the next day on September 11th for $250,000 because they dragged me out of there. I mean, I felt like my arm is actually hurting too. I'm not even. I know that I sound like I'm a shooly, but it is actually hurting. They bent it backwards. It doesn't feel 100%.
Wow.
Now, on the 23rd anniversary of the Port Authority. Yeah, I am talking about the Port Authority. The Port Authority.
Who filmed this for you?
That's their camera. They wouldn't even let me film it. See, I'm such an idiot. I went there by myself. I should have had somebody there. But I was just trying to. I was in New York for less than 24 hours. It's like, I'll go speak at this meeting, then I'll get out of town. And
so you couldn't see the guys walking up behind you with the big shoes, right?
No idea that they were that close behind me.
He owned these buildings. They sold them to Larry Silverstein for a very cheap price. If you look into Tower 7, it looked like a controlled demolition. University of Alaska at Fairbanks did a study on this, and they said that the way that these buildings fell looked clearly like a control.
Who are you sitting with? Your lawyer?
No, that's just some other guy that's speaking, and he's like, who is this crazy person? But you know what? Also, the point I was trying to make, and I get kicked out, whether you want to believe 9/11 was a conspiracy or not, this is not a conspiracy. They said the next day the EPA tested the air. Oh, it's fine. You can come and breathe, and all the first responders that got
cancer. Yeah, they did do that, right?
Well, they did do that, yes. You even have Jon Stewart talking about it. But this is the thing. That building had an irreparable asbestos. So they knew there was asbestos, cancer-causing asbestos that was all throughout downtown Manhattan. So for them to be, oh, the air is fine, let's just start cleaning it up. No, they should have waited. They should have waited probably.
So if you die of cancer from which a lot of people are, you can't sue. Is that why they set up the federal fund for that? Because the lawsuits would be such a mess.
Well, that's what they did with the victims' families too. And now they're suing because they gave them like $300,000.
No, but anybody who gets cancer from 9/11, you just hire a lawyer and they'll get money from this fund. But do they do that so there wouldn't be all these random lawsuits against the 9/11 who had the Silverstein or whoever, or they figure these people would never pay up?
Well, no. I mean, they just wanted to try to limit as much liability as possible, so that's why they just make it.
Yeah, but why did government step in and decide to pay everybody?
Well, they kind of had to pay a little bit because they're government employees, because they worked for the firefighters. I don't think they're paying any citizens that lived by or any because obviously
no. But if you lived there or worked there after the towers came down and you get cancer, even now, if you die of cancer or whatever, even if you get cancer, you can go to this fund and they'll pay you because they don't.
But Kevin, it's like $100,000. It might not even be that much. They're not getting millions of dollars. When they sue this fund, they don't write them a check for $2 million. They're lucky to get six figures. And I mean, listen, you make six figures from this podcast. Would you want to trade cancer for six figures? That's not maybe 10 million. You might say, okay, I'll get a little cancer, but for $100,000 or $200,000, I don't think it's worth getting internal cancer.
How much would YouTube get if I got cancer?
If you got cancer, YouTube does a 66-33 split. Even though they say
I wish. The other last Thursday they took 47% right off the top.
I had a video that got 15 million views. It was a short on my regular channel, and I got $490. They just rip us off. It's insane how much
controlled demolition. So we need to look into the Port Authority on why they were able to sell these buildings so cheaply. Now, if you do some research
to Larry Silverstein, because they had irreparable asbestos, I think it's about to come up, this little graphic.
You do some research into the Port Authority. Let me talk about the Port Authority. If you do some research into these towers.
The Port Authority, by the way, not just the bus station, the whole Port Authority is so filthy. It's been filthy for years. They randomly, these guys, always dirty. They get removed, and they're always on the shuli, always on the grift. I mean, it's unbelievable, these guys, because the Port Authority kind of runs all the bridges and the tunnels and all kinds of shit. So they're dealing with all kinds of people, and they're literally got their hand out to everybody. So these Port Authority people are fucking filthy dirty. Sue me, Port Authority.
And listen to this. And then Kevin, Larry Silverstein was the only person to get 2 insurance policies because they considered it 2 terror attacks. So he got the largest insurance settlement ever, $13 billion. And he was the first person to be able to get a commercial building insured for that much money. So,
and is it true that his wife told him not to go to work that day because he had an emergency?
Yeah, he ate breakfast every morning, and his son and daughter worked there. And every morning they ate breakfast at the Windows of the World restaurant. It's a top restaurant at the top.
Yeah, I went there. Well, I went to a wedding reception there one time.
It's a famous place. A lot of tourists all go there because you want to have lunch.
Yeah. So wait, that day he didn't go?
That morning of, he didn't go. And then he said, this is why. His wife said, you got to go to a dermatologist appointment. And then he didn't even make it to the dermatologist appointment either.
So you think he knew or something?
Well, they say that Mossad, that's Israel. Secret Service.
Undercover or CIA.
Listen, forget the conspiracy surrounding 9/11. If you look at George Bush and Condoleezza Rice, they both say this, that in August before the attack, less than a month before the attack, that they were warned by the FBI and that they didn't take the threat serious enough. So I'm just of the opinion that they were warned and it was a serious threat and they just overlooked it. But these other countries didn't overlook it. They knew something was going to happen. And let's be real. This is the other thing that pisses me off. If you talk to anybody that's not even a conspiracy theorist, I think everybody agrees that Flight 93 in Pennsylvania was more than likely shot down. And we have jets, NORAD. It's the thing that can scramble the jets in 30 seconds. It doesn't make sense that these planes are allowed to be in the air that long without getting shot down by NORAD. It's just, there's a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to why they weren't able to stop the Pentagon plane, especially.
Irreparable asbestos. Not only were they basically totaled because the price to fix this asbestos made the buildings worth.
Look at that guy next to you. He's like, I'm getting the fuck.
He's comfortable as hell. He's pissed off.
You're wearing a fuking golf hat. Classic.
Stein, Mr. Stein, I'd like to reiterate that while you are talking about the Port Authority,
yes, I am. Quit shutting me down. Are you going to stop the clock? I'm here. No, I'm here to bring up 9/11 truth, and you're trying to stop me because you don't like this.
Listen, I want you to
are you the same person that said the EPA?
NYC ferries development and its ticketing system?
So, hey, are the ferries under the Port Authority's jurisdiction?
And the possibility
Let me just tell you this.
An NYC
Listen,
ferry
you're trying to hide the truth. If you look into 9/11, you guys lied. You said the air was okay. The EPA said the air was fine on September 11th, and all those firefighters that got cancer and died. What do you care about them? What do you think about those? What do you think about all the people? No, it's not my time.
Focus on the NYC ferry system.
What is going on? Let me grab my phone. I'll leave. Guys, I'll leave. Can I get my phone? Guys, grab my phone. I'll leave. I'll leave. We got it. Keep going.
And the fact is,
what is going on? Why are you touching me? I'm leaving. Can I have my phone? What is going on?
Already started.
You guys don't.
Because they're allowed to remove me from that room, but they can't remove me from the entire building. They didn't even give me a chance to walk down the stairs. I mean, I really did think I was going to slip because it was that it's an old marble. I think the building's like 400 years old.
Yeah.
And I think it was house for the union at one point. And I thought I was going to fall. I thought he was going to push me down the stairs, and I was willing to take the tumble if he did. But
how many guys were escorting you out?
Look how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it gets even crazier. You can see all the real police officers in suits start coming.
I don't care about 9/11 truth. Throwing me, touching me. Why are you grabbing me like that? Let me have my phone. There you go. This is ridiculous. Listen, I'm leaving. Stop touching me. I'm leaving. Dude, don't push me downstairs, dude. Yes, you are, dude. What is going on? You guys are sick. Quit pushing me. I'm going downstairs.
I'm saying I got 2 phones filming in selfie mode right now. It was so insane, Kevin. And now they're pushing me and I know one of the councilmen, Joe Borelli, he actually came out. He didn't help that much, but he's a fan of mine, and we follow each other on social media.
I'm going downstairs, dude. Get off me. This is ridiculous. They're kicking me out, Joe. All for talking about 9/11. Dude, what are you guys doing? Dude, quit touching me. You guys are sick. Investigate 9/11, dude. You guys are pathetic. Stop touching me. Please exit. I'm going to exit. Okay, you don't need to keep touching. Dude, what are you doing? I'm going downstairs. Keep going. I can walk down the stairs. Gosh, trying to push you downstairs. You guys are going to hear from my attorney? You guys are all going to hear from my attorney. What do y'all think this is? Kangaroo court? I'm allowed to speak at a city meeting. You guys are going to hear from my attorney. All of you guys are going to hear from my attorney.
Stop.
Look into 9/11 truth. That's what I want. They lied about
that one guy.
Back on 9/11. They said the air was fine.
Sylvester Stallone. That one guy was such a loser. The guy with the part. I mean, I've never seen such a dumpy guy in my life.
The guy with the beard.
No, the guy with the beard had a little bit of charisma, but that one guy, he's wearing a belt that didn't fit. I mean, he literally looked like he was right off the turnip truck. You know what I mean? He had no idea what the hell he was doing.
You're like
both these guys.
Fine. And look at all the firefighters that died of cancer. You guys are scumbags. You guys are scumbags. What about all the people that died of cancer? You said the air was fine. What about their families? No father at Christmas. You guys are scumbags.
They are.
Absolutely pathetic. We got this on camera. These people are sick.
But I didn't post that part of it, Kevin. I started going after him, started calling him. But I was like, I looked kind of mean. Like right at this point, you'll see I edited out. I called him bald and
Absolutely sick. I'll be back. You're going to be hearing from my attorney, especially you, Leonardo. You guys are pathetic. Yeah.
That guy was a fan. See, some of them,
all the people that died from cancer, and I'm out here trying to bring awareness. Now you're kicking me out.
Wow. And that was on 9/11.
Yeah, well, it was 9/10 the day before, then I posted it the next day. That's when I filed the lawsuit too. Was on 9/11.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, New York City is a hellhole. Like, it is a great city. It's America's best city, but I'm saying I would live there. I know that is saying something, but just like the people that work at City Hall are so bizarre. Kevin, there's one kind of normal guy, that Joe Borelli guy, but everybody else there, they're like ex-strippers. I mean, it's like they went to a methadone clinic to get these city council members.
They're all dirty now. Mayor Adams, he hired all his friends, and they're all getting taken down one by one. They hired this police commissioner that I guess he's known for a long time, and then the police commissioner, Hispanic guy, I think was the first Hispanic police commissioner for the NYPD. He has an identical twin, and his identical twin was going around to all the like basically the mafia used to do, because he worked for this thing that we'll give he worked for the he was basically dealing with the bars and the nightclubs.
And he shakes him down.
Yeah, he goes, we'll give you better treatment. We'll keep a better eye on your property if you give me a little bit, some extra super tip money. So it's like, what? It's like your brother's the fucking police commissioner. That's why I don't want anything to do with my brothers. It gets ugly. It gets ugly. Then your brother wants, because you're the police commissioner. He's like, can you help me out over here, Neil? I don't want any of that nonsense.
Well, Neil gave you a shout out the other day
Where?
on that podcast. He says that he's like mad Irish, or what was he talking about? He was just talking about you. He said,
I
you
try
know-
to run the Irish out of me.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, that was a good point.
Nick in Fort Wayne says no one is pushing him. LOL.
Got dragged out of there. See, and Nick also, he sent some other super chat. I'm a terrible actor. First of all, I'm such a terrible actor. Let me tell you something. I went to South Dallas with this guy, Charleston White, and we got the blackest movie in America is about to come out. Let me just show you. I can't even post this yet. They want to wait till, like, you know, it's the official thing. But just look at this. I hope I don't get in trouble. Do not clip this, Misery Clips.
Wow.
Wrong address. That's me. I'm in a movie with all black people, Kevin. It's gonna
Wow.
change because they're my people, man. They're my people.
You look like you're their lawyer.
I'm the best actor of all time. I'm the Dane Cook of my generation.
So when is the movie coming out?
Hopefully this month. It's already edited. They're just gonna drop the trailer. They don't want me to post the flyer. I mean,
It's all black people.
all black people, and I'm the evil Jewish landlord kicking them out.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, but is it all is it all
All
black
black.
directors?
There's black on the whole entire cast. That's the only, and I'm the villain.
And everyone behind the scenes is black?
The producers are all black from Jackson, Mississippi, and they hate. They
Wow.
love Deion. They hate Deion. They're so sick of Deion for going to Jackson, Mississippi, and then leaving after whatever 1 or 2 years.
Jackson State, yeah. He
They
said we don't have the right facilities here, and then he left after he
Yeah.
did something on 60 Minutes. Okay, well, so all right, I don't know if we're gonna.
We need to get the super chats rolling in.
Speaking of controlled explosives, I'm less than happy with the new Verizon pager. I got donated some chili GoFundMe. Get on the case. Gayer, Billy Eichner. Yeah, he's saying you should get on it.
You know, it's so funny. They all want to call me gay. That's their biggest insult. But, you know, I'm a pimp on a blimp. You guys know that I'm a pimp. So
They don't really think you're gay. Mr. Rapey Ray is just, he likes to throw jokes around. But seriously, what do you think about that blowing up the pager thing? There's going to be retaliation, right? Can we just get on with it? Can we? I hate this, like this playing footsie. Israel and Gaza playing footsie. It's like somebody drop an A-bomb.